Okay, till then we can start with, the conversions.
Yeah.
Aware of the conversions,
Mm-hmm.
like kilometer to meter,
Yeah.
meter to centimeter. So just have a quick revision of that. 1 kilometer, how much meters?
1,000.
1000. 1 meter, how much centimeter?
100.
100. And if I want to do the opposite, 1 meter, how much kilometers?
1 meter is equal to 10,000 kilometers.
No, you just told me that 1 kilometer is 1000 meter.
Oh, so it would equal 1,000.
It's 1 upon 1000 kilometers. When we go from a smaller unit to a bigger unit, then the division factor comes.
One second. Do you want me to
Yes,
open
ma'am.
the PDF now?
Yes, yes. I want you to open the PDF page number 13.
Yeah, one second. Yeah.
We have it.
Okay, so you are having it now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, before that, let me complete this thing what I have started. When see, the kilometer is a bigger unit than meter. So when we go from a larger to smaller unit, then the multiplication factor comes, and when we go from a smaller to a larger unit, then division factor comes.
Okay.
So when I go from 1 kilometer to meters, then it comes 1 kilometer is equal to 1000 meter. If I ask 1 meter, then it is 1 upon 1000 kilometer.
Okay.
Next is 1 meter is 100 centimeter, and 1 centimeter is 1 upon 100 meter.
Okay.
So here meter is a bigger unit than centimeter.
Yes.
Now there is next one. 1 centimeter is equals to 10 millimeter. Millimeter is a smaller unit than centimeter. So 1 centimeter is 10 millimeter, and I can say 1 millimeter is what? 1 upon 10 centimeter. This is how we can do the conversions. Okay?
Okay.
Okay. Now on the page number 13, there is a question at the end. Try these. Above started its journey.
Yeah.
So there is a figure over there. I am drawing it for your reference. It's A, B, C, E, G, and then again A. This is the path of the bus which it follows from A to B to C, D, E, F, and G, and then again back to A. Okay.
Okay.
Now for each part they have given you the distance traveled. Like
Mm.
this is 4170 kilometer, then 3410 kilometer, 2160, 8140, 4830, 2550, and this one is 1290. Now let's come up to the questions. First part is find the total distance covered by the bus from A to D. How we will do that?
Um, we will we will see how much the burst happened, like how much the capacity is.
We just need to calculate the total distance covered when the bus moves from A to point D, from this point to this point.
Okay.
So, what I'll do?
So if it traveled with 60 kilometer per hour, then the total distance would be times would be timesing that for
It's very simple. They have already given you the distance between A to B, B to C, and C to D. So, for A to D, you just need to add them up. They have already given you that the bus travel 4170 kilometer from point A to point B, right?
um
Right?
no, I can't see it.
You can see the diagram I have drawn. Okay,
Mm,
just come back to the whiteboard. Leave the book for now. Just come
okay.
back to the whiteboard.
Okay.
Whiteboard open.
Yeah.
Okay. I mentioned that the bus has traveled A to B 4170 kilometer, then
Mm,
B to C 3410, then C to D 2160. So if I ask you how much bus travel from A to D, you can calculate it.
yeah.
So what will be the total distance traveled by the bus from A to D?
It
What
would
would be
be
the answer?
7,580.
No. Let add it up.
Hold on.
4170, 3410, 2160. All the three has to be
Oh,
added up.
I thought it was only
Because
A to
A
B.
to D.
Oh, okay.
So it would be
Zero.
9740 kilometer. Okay.
Okay.
Next is find the total distance covered by the bus from D to G.
Okay.
Do it.
So,
No, no, no. 2160 is not considered. This is the distance between C to D, but you have to calculate between D to G. So you will take this one, and this one. Okay, I will write down the numbers for you. You just add them up.
yeah.
It's 8140, 4830, and 2510. 15480 it should be. It's 8 plus 1 9, 9 plus 5 14 4. 1 carry over. 8 plus 4 12, 14 15. 15480 kilometer.
Okay.
Okay. Next is find the total distance covered by the bus if it starts from A and return back to A. That means it starts from this point and move all around and come back to this point.
Okay.
Now you are going to add up all the quantities.
Yeah.
See, the easy way is in the first part you have already calculated for A to D. That was 9740. Now
Yeah.
in the next part you have calculated for D to G. That is 15480.
Mm-hmm.
If I have already read to G, then coming back to A, just one distance is remaining.
Four one.
1290.
Yeah.
1290. So if I add up these three quantities only, I can get my answer.
Yes.
I don't need to repeat the calculation again.
Okay.
Okay. So just add them up. Should I write it towards the right?
Oh yeah.
That will be easy for you. 15480 1290. Now do this.
It's 116510.
Let me check it. इसके के बाद no, this क्या check not the no, it's 26510.
Oh, I added an extra one.
Yeah, instead of adding this extra one, you have to add it up over here. Carry, then it will be 26510.
Okay.
Okay. So the total distance traveled by the bus from A to A is 26,510 kilometers. Right?
Yeah.
Then you have to find the difference of distance from C to D and D to E. Got it? What I'm
Yeah.
asking?
Yeah. So 2160 and 8190.
It's 140. 8140 between D to E and C to D it is 2160. So I am asking you to find the difference between these two.
We're takeaway.
Sorry?
We're takeaway. We're subtracting.
Yeah, we need to subtract them. What will be the answer on getting it subtracted?
0. 8, 10. 4080 because you subtracted.
Let's do it together. 0 minus 0, 0. 4 minus 6. That means 14 minus 6.
Yeah.
14 minus 6 is 8. Now if 14, then this 1 will become 0.
Yes. So you
Then
borrow
10
one.
minus 1. I will borrow 1. 10 minus 1, 9. So
Oh,
this 8 will become 7. And 7 minus 2, 5.
I did it.
5980.
I did it the other way around. I did this one mine, which is 10, and then I minus that.
Yeah, but that was not the correct way. Okay?
Okay.
Any doubt?
No.
Last part of this question. Find out the time taken by the bus to reach A to B. Now, we need to calculate the time taken by the bus. In the starting, they have given us the speed of the bus.
Yeah.
One part I am doing for you. Speed they have already told us, that is 60 kilometer per hour. Now, for calculating the time, we need the distance also. So, distance from A to B is given to be 4170 kilometer. Now, I
Hmm.
can calculate the time. What is
Yeah.
the formula for time? You know that?
No.
See, the general formula is speed is equal to distance upon time. From this, I can calculate the formula for time. If
Yeah.
I cross multiply the things, then speed into time is equal to distance. That means time is equals to distance divided speed. Okay? So
Okay.
this is how we can calculate the time. Now in this question I am having the distance with me, that is 4170, speed
Mm.
with me 60 kilometer per hour.
Okay. So we divide.
Yes, we divide the distance with the speed to get the time.
Okay.
What if the answer will be? Please do the calculation part. If it is difficult for you to work on the board, you can do the calculation part if separately in the notebook and then write down the answer.
Okay. And then so I know that 60 times 60 equals 1200. So
See, we need to divide it like this. 0 and 0 will cancel out.
mhm.
Okay, I'm left with 417 divided by 6. Now, 6 into 6, 36.
Yeah.
6 into 7, 42. 42 is greater than 41. So I will go for 6 into 6, 36.
Okay.
So that will 41 minus 36, 5 will remaining.
Mhm.
Then we'll move the 7 there. Now 9 into 6. How much?
9 into 6, 54.
54. And 10 into 660, that is greater than 57. So go for 9. 54 subtracted 7 minus 4 3. Now we'll place a decimal and add a 0 over it. 6 into 5 30. So I got the division done and my answer is 69.5 hours.
Okay.
Any doubt in division part? So I can repeat if you want.
Um, no. I knew this part. I kind of didn't understand this part.
Which part, please mark it? I'm not getting
This one.
this one. See, till now you got it that 36 was there, we get it subtracted and 5 was the remainder.
Mm-hmm.
Then what we do, any number left over here in the quotient, we drop it down one by one.
Okay.
If it would be like 4172, I would have drawn just 7 at a time, one number at a time. So I drop 57 over here, then it becomes 57. Then I repeat the procedure, get the 54 by making 9, 7 minus 4, 3. Now, if there are no more numbers there, I am out of the numbers, then we'll place a decimal over here.
Okay.
After placing the decimal, I can add up a 0.
Mm-hmm.
After adding the 0, I got 30, and now 30 is completely divisible by 6 on 5.
Okay.
If there is a chance that it was not completely divisible, some other number would have been there, then I will can repeat the process again. That 30, suppose it would be like 28, then remainder was 2. Then again I can place a 0 and go for the another number like
Okay.
this. This process go on till I got 0 in the remainder.
Okay.
So now try to find out the time when the journey from E to G. E to G. First I have to calculate the distance from E to G.
Yeah, so is 8,190?
No, E to G, dear. E to
Oh,
G. So
this
it would be 4830 plus 2510.
one. Yeah.
So that will be 7340, right?
Yeah.
Now I am having my distance to be 7340 kilometer. Speed I already know, 60 kilometer per hour. So I
Mm-hmm.
can calculate the time.
Yeah.
Do this. Wait, the area over here is not enough. So start solving here. 7340 divided 60. Do.
10. Remainder 13.
See, easy to make it easy. One thing we can do 7340 divided 60. We can cancel out the 0 over here.
Okay.
Okay, then the calculation will be a bit easy for you. Now you have to divide 734 with 6.
10. Remainder 13. And
Mm-hmm.
then,
No, 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 no. See, first digit is 7. Okay,
so 1.
so you can take 6, 1, 6, 7, 6, 1, then drop down the 13 and then
Okay.
proceed further. We need to take one by one. In the last one, I have taken the 2 because the first number was less than 6. That's why I have taken the 2 together.
Oh, so 6, 13, 1 point.
No point here. Point is when we are short of the numbers. See, I will do this one also for you. Then next you will try. See, 734 divided 6. First of all, 7 greater than 6.
Mhm.
So 6 into 1, 6. 7 minus 6, 1. I'm having next number 3. We'll drop it down. Now 6 into 1, 6. 6 into 2, 12. 6 into 3, 18. 18 is larger than 13.
Yeah.
So I will go for 12. 6
Okay.
into 2, 12. Minus 3 minus 2, 1. 1 minus 1, 0. Now next number I am having 4 with me. We'll drop it down. Again 6 into 2, 12. 6 into 3, 18. 18 is greater than 14.
Yeah.
So we'll go for 12. 6 into 2, 12. 4 minus 2, 2. 1 minus 1, 0. Now I am not having any other number with me left. Right?
Mhm.
So now I will place a decimal and add up a 0 over here. Now 6 into 3 was 18. 6 into 4, 24. 24 is greater number than 20. So we'll go
Yeah.
for 18.
Yeah.
So here I will write 3. 6 into 3, 18 minus 2. Again I can add 0. Again 3. So this will keep on repeating. So I can lift my answer up to the 2 decimal places only. 122.33. Okay?
Okay.
So my answer is 122.33 hours. Fine?
Mhm.
Now one question you will try. Time taken for the journey from C to D. Now the distance from C to D is given to me already. 216 kilometer. Speed I am having 60 kilometer per hour. So now you can calculate the time. Do it. Take your time. We are in no hurry. Take your time.
No.
You have placed 3 here, then write 6 into 3 what it is below 21.
6 into 3, 18.
Hmm. Subtract them.
3. You put this down.
What you 0? You have written 0 after 3?
Yeah, because you drop it down.
But here it is 6. This is 6. So you will drop 6
Oh,
now.
yeah.
Now check 36 is divisible by 6 at what?
6.
6.
There's no number here, so.
Now see 6 into 6 36. When I will subtract it, I will get 0.
Hmm.
So my question is ended up over here. Whenever I get remainder 0, I can add up my question. So my answer is what?
36.
36. So 36 hours. This is my answer. Okay? Okay with it?
Yeah.
Okay. So this was a one kind of question. Next I'll take hmm, okay. I'm making a table over here. There were some items and their price. Like apples. The unit over in UK is dollar,
Pound.
pound. So you assume it to be 40 pound per kg. The textbook I have given you that there the unit we're using would be rupee like this. This is the sign.
Okay.
Okay, so rupee is just like a unit you are using pound. In India, the unit used is rupee.
Okay.
Okay, so apples are 40 per kg, oranges 30 per kg, combs 3 for 1, toothbrush 10 for 1, pencils 1 for 1, notebook 6 for 1, and the last item is soap cakes 8 for 1. Some items are there and their price is given to you on the right hand side. Okay.
Okay.
Now the next column I am making is of sales. Sales during the last year means how much quantity has been sold in the last year of these items.
So we add them.
No, no, no. We are not going to add them. This is the data given to us.
Okay.
Like apples sold last year were 2457 kgs.
Okay.
Oranges 3004 kg. This is just the data given to us. Accordingly, we will find the solution for our questions. 227, 25367, 38530, 40,002, 20,005. Okay. So my first question is total weight of apple and oranges sold last year. We have to find out the total weight of what? Apples and oranges which were sold last year. So which two quantities I am going to add up? Hello? You there? What's that? Can you hear me?
Hi.
Kalia. Kalia.
Hello?
Hello?
Yeah?
Yeah. So I was asking about the total quantities of apple and oranges sold during the last year. So which
So,
quantitative I will add up?
40 rupees and 30 rupees?
This is the amount. 40 and 30 rupees are amount. These are the quantities.
Okay. So we add those up.
Add up 2457 and 3004. Okay?
Okay.
So my answer will be
5, 4, 6,
1.
11, 1.
5461 kgs. Next question is total money got by selling apples. Amount for per kg is given to you
Yeah.
and total quantity is given to you for apples. So you can calculate the total cost.
We divide them?
No, we multiply them because for 1 kg they have given you 40. Let it be 40 pounds.
Okay.
Okay? And the total quantity they have given you 2457 kgs. So for finding the cost of 2457 kgs, what I will do, I will multiply this 2457 into 40.
Okay.
What if the funda is when we are having a small number and we are calculating for a larger number, we get the things multiplied.
Oh, okay.
And when we are having a larger number, like if they have given you that for 2457 kgs, the amount is 200 pounds and you have to calculate for 1 kg. When you are having for larger number and you are going for small number, then you will divide them.
Okay.
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 So now you are going to multiply the quantities, that is 2457 into 40. How much?
It would equal three. It would equal. No.
You are not doing multiplication correctly.
Yeah, I accidentally did.
So answer is
9808.
98280.
No, zero.
See, 2457 into 40. 1, 2, 3, 4, 8. 2 carry over 22. 2 carry over 18. 1 carry over 9. Then add them up 08289. 98280. Okay.
Okay.
Now the next question. To stitch a shirt, 2 meter 15 centimeter cloth is required.
Okay.
Out of 40-meter cloth, how many shirts can be stitched?
20.
Total, total I am having 40-meter cloth with me. Each shirt require 2 meter 15 centimeter cloth. So how many shirts I can make out of it? First thing in this type of question, it is 2 meter 15 centimeter. So either convert the complete thing into meter or either complete thing into centimeter. Okay.
15 centimeter would equal to 30.
See, it's better if I convert it into centimeter. it into should be easy. 2 meter, how much centimeter? 2 into 100? 200 centimeter.
Yeah.
So total is 2 meter 15 centimeter. So 200 plus 15. 215 centimeter. So this is the cloth required by each shirt. Okay.
Okay.
Total I am having now. When we are going to multiply, divide, add, subtract anything, the units should be same. So if this is in centimeter, I have to convert this also in centimeter, right?
Yeah.
So 1 meter is 100 centimeter, 40 meter is 40 into 100, that is 4000 centimeter.
Mm-hmm.
So this is the total cloth I am having. Now to calculate the number of shirts, what I'll do, total cloth I am having divided by cloths required by each shirt. I will divide both of them to get the number of shirts. Why?
Because 4,000 is bigger than telling you that total number of each shirt. So I have to divide to know how the total is.
See, I give you a small example. If you are having in total 10 candles with you, okay?
Mm-hmm.
To each children, you give 2 candles. Now we have to find out how many children get the candles.
5.
5. What you did? Simply you divided total quantity with the each children getting. Same concept is over here. The total cloth is given to you. Each shirt is using this much cloth. So how many shirts can be produced out of it? Divide the total with the each shirt.
Okay.
So that will be the 4000 divided by 215. The main thing to be considered in this question is you first have to uh, convert them into the same units. If it is given like 2 meter 15 centimeter, then first convert this 2 meter into centimeter, add 15 with it, 215 is the total amount. Then 40 meter was given to me, I will convert it into centimeter also because my one quantity is in centimeter, then other should have to be in centimeter.
Okay.
Now I will divide these two. 4000 divided 125, how much?
Um, 500.
How 500?
No, not the total. I'm counting up.
Okay, okay.
हम्म, क्या खिला दूं? जंप करा दूं? फिर अर्शी के पैर में तो एक था ना, कल हुआ था ना। कल रात को फिर अर्शी ने क्या बोला था? अर्शी ने क्या बोला था? मेरे पैर दबा दो। अच्छा वन टाइम, ओनली वन टाइम।
No, you are doing wrong. 215 is denominator, so it should be outside, and 4000 is numerator, so it should be inside. Another easy way to solve this question: 4000 over 215. Both are multiples of 5.
Yeah.
So 5 into 4, 20. 5, 3, 15. 5, 8, 40. 0, 0. Now 43 divided 800. 43 into 2, 86, which is greater than 80.
Mm-hmm.
So 43 into 1, 43, minus 10 minus 3, 7, 7 minus 4, 3. 37 is less than 43, so I will take the number 370. Now 43 into 8, 344. 43 into 9, 387. 387 is greater, so I will go for 8. 344.
Okay.
26. Now 26 is less than 43 and I am left with no other option.
Mm-hmm.
So I will place a decimal over here and have a 0 over here.
Okay.
Okay. So in similar way, 43 into 5, 215, 43 into 6, 258. I can go for 6, 258, 2. Still I am having the remainder, but my answer is okay up to one decimal place, so I will take 18.6 as my answer.
Okay.
Okay. So this is the way you are going to solve the questions. Such kind of questions are there in your exercise second
Okay.
1.2. We have already done 1.1 and 1.3 yesterday. So now you can easily do 1.1, 1.2 and 1.3. Fine.
Yeah.
Then we are left with just one exercise about Roman numbers. Roman numbers we'll do in the next class. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
So just try that. Now you are having a lot of time with you. Today is Thursday. Your next class is on Monday.
Okay.
So till Monday you have to complete all these three exercises. Exercise 1, 2 and 3. Fine. If you
It's
find
in
any
the
doubt in,
chapter.
yeah,
It's in the
yeah,
thing that you send me.
yeah.
Okay.
All the three exercises are there in the file, PDF file I have already sent to you. Okay, do
Okay.
one thing first, save the boards, save it as PDF.
I saved them.
Save them, good. So you can revise the stuff from here, okay, and
Yeah.
try to solve as many questions as you can do from the three exercises. In any question, if you find any kind of difficulty, we'll discuss in the next class. Fine.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay then. I'm not going to start any other thing right now because for 2 minutes I cannot complete them. So see you in the next class on Monday. Fine.
Okay. Bye.
Okay. Bye bye. Take care.
Bye.